Welcome back to Kelly's house project. In part 3, we're finally getting this place to look like an actual room instead of a construction zone. After dealing with a lot of setbacks and redoing some rough work from the original crew, it was time to fix the walls properly. So for part 3, I'm sanding, patching, painting, and laying down the click and lock flooring. This part was way more work than I expected. Dust everywhere, and every little flaw in the drywall suddenly becomes visible once you start sanding. You will need a bright light to see all the flaws that need sanding. I used my phone's flashlight, which I wouldn't recommend. It wasn't easy to hold, but it did the job. I used my palm sander on the large parts, which worked really well. I used a damp towel to wipe down the dust on the walls to prepare for paint. But once the paint started going on, everything finally started coming together. It's honestly the first time I could really picture the finished space. And then came the flooring. I went with click and lock flooring because it's durable, looks great, and honestly seemed beginner friendly. There was definitely some trial and error, but piece by piece, the room started transforming. This is probably the most rewarding part so far, because after months of chaos, it finally feels like a real addition. Since I wanted the flooring to be continuous through the doorway, it created a challenge on this part. It took me several attempts on this corner, but I finally figured it out. There was definitely some trial and error, but piece by piece, the room started transforming. I made sure to scrape the subfloor and hammer down any nails before laying down the floor. There was definitely some trial and error, but piece by piece, the room started transforming. If you've ever had to redo bad contractor work or tackle DIY projects yourself, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe to follow the rest of the renovation journey.